74% of all TDIU claims that were granted, and 76%, we're talking about 3/4 here, of all TDIU claims that were denied had at least one processing error. That is the definition of not doing your job at a detriment. Imagine telling your boss, hey, when I do this thing, 3 out of 4 times, I'm not going to do what's required of me. I'm not going to do it right. 3 out of 4 times, whatever thing it is that I'm doing, I'm going to do it wrong. And that's what happened with TDIU claims and the VA. And I want you to think about this. The last video I posted was about unwarranted C&P exams and the VA not doing their job. This video is about TDIU. It forces me to ask the question, well, what else is the VA not doing? What other policies that they have that they make us follow, but yet they're not following the same policies? That's my biggest question. That's what happened. And the VBA, when it comes to TDIU claims, and as reported by the VA OIG, there are 7 recommendations to get the VA to simply just do their job. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the OIG report, and I'll have this link below in the pinned comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on 74 and 76% mistakes, and what would happen to you at your job if the majority of your work, 3 out of 4 times of you doing something, you got it wrong. Let me know what would happen to you at your job. But here's the VA OIG report. VBA needs to improve the accuracy of decisions for total disability based on individual unemployability. Here we go. You can download the full report. I'm just going to read the summary here. It's nice, short, and sweet, and a few of the recommendations. So when a veteran is unable to secure and maintain a substantially gainful occupation because of service-connected disabilities, meaning you can't work because of your service-connected disabilities, VA policy states that the veteran should be rated totally disabled, also referred to as total disability based on individual employability, or TDIU, for monthly compensation. Got it. We understand what TDIU is. Your service-connected disabilities prevent you from that gainful occupation. Therefore, you're paid at 100%. Everyone understands that. The VA OIG conducted this review to determine if claims processors were following policies and procedures, their rules, we didn't make this up, and accurately deciding claims for IU. Okay. After reviewing 2 statistical samples of IU claims granted and denied, the team found claims processors did not consistently follow policies and procedures when processing these claims. Now, I'm going to get to the 74 and 76% stat that they give us here, but this is again downplaying what's happening. I do not like this from the OIG. Did not consistently follow policies. No, 3 out of 4 times they did not follow policies. For every 4 TDIU claims, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 of them is going to be wrong. That is much more severe than did not consistently follow policies. OIG, don't give VA an out here. Slam it on them, okay? If it's due, if it's warranted, slam it on them. Now, those mistakes, right, of not consistently following policies resulted in at least $100 million in improper payments, both under and over payments, to veterans from May 1st of 22 to April 30th of 23. And again, it begs the question, if that's just the sample size, what's the data from before and after? We don't know. I think the implication is it's not good. I can tell you that. The team estimated that 74% of granted IU claims and 76% of denied IU claims completed during the review period had at least one claims processing error. That's a lot different than claims processing did not consistently follow policies and procedures. Come on. These errors occurred because of inadequate system controls, inconsistent interpretation of VBA's procedures manual by VBA staff, and there we go. This is what scares me most, is that we have people kind of like the Bible, right? The Bible's been translated. People can interpret that and really warp the meaning, the root meaning, and completely disregard the context of whatever scripture we're talking about. That's essentially what's happening here. The VA has 38 CFR. They have M21 TAC 1. And we have VBA staff saying, nah, I think this is what it means. Which is, I'm telling you right now, that is a recipe for disaster. When we have VBA staff making up their own rules, which is what this says, okay? Making up their own rules, veterans are going to be the one to get the hammer. So thank you for that, VA. We definitely appreciate that. And I know this video is for TDIU claims, but you can bet your bottom dollar that that applies across the board. Claims processors limited exposure to IU claims, okay, meaning they don't file them that often. The OIG made 7 recommendations to undersec, blah, 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 blah. All right. Let's read some recommendations here. I'm going to fly through this. Give me about a minute here. Update guidance mandating use of effective date builder for rating veterans. For rating VSRs. You're going to see this a lot. Rating VSRs to consider earlier effective dates. Okay, so the effective dates messed up. That's always been a thing that we know. Develop standardized language and prioritize incorporation into the VBMS to assist rating VSRs and addressing all required information elements within an IU rating narrative. Are they... Okay. Establish additional system controls to ensure rating VSRs address competency when IU has been awarded on that mental condition. Update the veterans VBA procedurals manner. Update the VBA's procedures manual to ensure consistency among staff and clarity the language needed to satisfy the analysis. This part is absolutely huge. It gets away from VBA staff making up their own rules. Develop practical learning exercises. Sure, training's good. Require rating VSRs and veteran and other VSRs to process and demonstrate IU claim competency. Do your job is basically what that says, which is insane to me. Evaluate the workload distribution methods for IU claims to increase claims processing consistency and knowledge retention. And there you have it, folks. The VA is yet again not following their own rules, and the most vulnerable of veterans got the shaft in this scenario here. Your disabilities are so severe you cannot work. You are what I would consider the most vulnerable of the veteran population. And congratulations, your claims are jacked up. So thank you very much.